When families break down, it's a really, really difficult and emotional time for everyone involved. And I guess the ante is upped even further if you're finding it difficult to come to an agreement with your ex and therefore are already involved in or are looking like you're going to be involved in a family court process about child arrangements and things like that. A lot of practices actually will feel really uncomfortable about working with children in particular if the parents are involved in family court. And I certainly have heard of many occasions where clients said, I did a massive ring around trying to find a therapist for myself or my children, but as soon as I said that we were involved in family court, people actually said, sorry, I'm not able to provide a service. I guess that's one of our biggest point of differences at Life Resolutions Morley. All of us practitioners actually are happy to work with people who are involved in any court process, to be honest. We do a lot of medico-legal work, and we've all got court experience as well. So we've been called to court and testified in court as either therapists or assessing practitioners. So that doesn't freak us out by any means, which means we're actually generally happy to provide a service. But family court is a tricky process in particular, and sometimes it's not appropriate for us to provide a particular service that a parent may or may not be wanting. There can be, some cases where the family courts actually put an injunction against children having therapy, for example, which means that we're really legally not able to provide that service. Now, they're in extreme cases. That doesn't always happen, but it's really important for us to be able to understand, again, the family system and any rules that are in place that the family court have set about contact and parental involvement in things like the children's health and education, and of course seeing a psychologist would fall under health. So we really have to begin with a good consultation with the parent who's given us a call and is making this inquiry. So we tend to book an appointment where we can have that consultation, find out the situation that's going on in the family, and from there we actually make some recommendations about who should be involved in therapy, how that might work, how long it might work. And we also cover things like, will we write a report? If parents ask us to, will we actually hand over our notes if we're asked to do so by the family court? Because there's scenarios that definitely pop up as well. Ultimately, we want the best for the parents who are coming into therapy and also the children. So whoever our client ends up being, we want them to obviously benefit from coming to see us. And so we do need to kind of nut it out together with you, what it is you're wanting, and then also what we can legally, ethically and appropriately provide for you now, also keeping in mind what you might want from us in the future. So once we put those recommendations to you, then you'll either be happy with that, and most of the time people are happy with that, and then we obviously make appointments and things to proceed with that process. Sometimes, very rarely, we can't provide the service because it's not ethical to do so, or it would actually be counterproductive to do so, or as I mentioned, the family court have actually said these people aren't allowed to engage in therapy. And we try our best to explain those scenarios. As I said, they're very, very rare, but we definitely want to really know what's going on before we launch into doing anything. So certainly we can help you, and we're one of very few psychologists who are happy to do that, and we'll start with the consultation process.